everyone, DSP here, and welcome to the weekend preview for October... shit. What is today? Hold on. I probably should have looked it up. October 10th, 2011, yes. And, as always, it's going to be a packed week. There's going to be a lot going on. I'm going to be burping a lot, like usual. And, so what I'd like to do is take this opportunity to recap what we did this previous week, and then I will talk about some stuff that's coming up this week. A big week, some highly anticipated games, a convention we're going to, but I'll get to that, okay? So first of all, last week, what was I up to? Well, originally, on Monday of last week, I was thinking about maybe playing a little bit more FIFA 12. I wasn't really sure. It was kind of a day when there wasn't much going on. And then I found out that Subway, which is a sandwich restaurant here in the United States, I'm not sure if they're international or anything like that, so I want to explain that for my international fans, had a promotion going that if you buy a foot-long sub, I forget what I think it was a soda, if you buy a large soda or something like that, they give you a code, and you can use that code to access an even further unlocked Uncharted 3 multiplayer beta. This one had a lot more maps that were available. It took out the co-op game mode that had been previously available in the last beta, but it basically was like an interim beta to get you interested in the game as Uncharted 3's release approaches. And from what people are saying, I don't know if it's true, but from what people are saying, whatever levels you get in this beta, you'll actually be able to keep, okay? And when you play the actual full-player Uncharted 3. Full retail version of Uncharted 3. So, I said, at first, here's actually a funny story. This promotion started last week, and I went to Subway and bought a sandwich and a soda, and I didn't get a code. And I was like, and they didn't know anything about it. So apparently it's only regional, or some restaurants aren't doing it, or whatever. So it's a pain in the ass. Luckily, some fans did send me some codes, so thank you very much to those people who did. That's how I was able to play it. Just so everyone knows, no, I do not have any leftover codes, because some people, you know, who had sent me the codes, I said, thanks, but no thanks, you know, I already have a code, you know, so I only had one code to use. So anyway, played that on Monday, had a lot of fun, had a blast, basically I said, you know what, we already did some multiplayer of this, so it's going to be similar gameplay, why not spice it up and make it funny? So I pretended to be like a Subway rep. I was like, oh, Subway, thank you for playing multiplayer beta, sponsored by Subway, please get the Subway Club on delicious roasted garlic bread, you know, stuff like that as I was playing. So like running and shoot people in the face, and we have Black Forest ham, which is delicious, you know, it was great, it was funny, and people really liked that I did that. I got a lot of positive feedback about that. So if you haven't watched that series, definitely go back and watch that series of videos, because I think I tried to do something different, people really enjoyed it, okay? Then on Tuesday we had a shit ton of new releases. I started off playing Rage on the PC. I beat that within 2 days, the single-player campaign, which was about 10 hours long for me, but it's because I didn't do a lot of the optional stuff. And then later that week, I played Spider-Man Edge of Time. And then finally, on Friday, there was a new map and game mode released for the Battlefield 3 beta, only on PC, because this map is huge, and it's 32 players against 32 players, and the PC version of Battlefield 3 will have that capability. The console version will not. The console version will have much smaller multiplayer, because they say that basically the consoles can't handle that many players. So I played it. I thought that was 100 times better than the previous gameplay I had done of the Battlefield 3 beta. It's so much fun because there's vehicles, there's fucking jets, there's helicopters flying around, tanks, cars with people on mounted guns. It's like 20 times more fun than that Rush gameplay that they had in the previous demo release the week before. And I don't understand why that first beta was that game mode, because most people don't think of Rush and that kind of a map style as Battlefield 3. And a lot of people were saying, this feels like Call of Duty now, I don't understand it. A lot of people actually, apparently, at least this is the rumor, went and canceled their pre-orders for Battlefield 3 after playing that first beta, because they didn't like it. They thought it was too much like Call of Duty, and they didn't like the gameplay. So now, they released this Conquest mode with all the vehicles, and it was amazing. I thought it was fun as hell. I played it for a couple hours, I had a blast. I don't understand why you wouldn't have made a vehicle mode the first thing you released for your beta, when that is like the focus of your series. Complete fucking dumb choice by whoever released that original beta for Battlefield 3, in my opinion. So that gameplay, all that gameplay has been up on DSPGaming all week. Oops. And then, on Saturday, John Rambo came over and we did another edition of our wrestling commentary show, Smart Guys, which is up over on his channel, John Rambo Presents. And also, I had a special cameo appearance on his weekly podcast, The Show, which is also up on his channel, John Rambo Presents. So check both of those out. We had a cool discussion about the Lion King Blu-ray release, which actually came out this past week, and about some TV shows that we're watching and some other stuff. So go check that out. So John Rambo came over. We did the wrestling commentary show on Saturday, and then we did 2 different sets of co-op gameplay. First, we played a little bit of NBA 2K12. It was the first time I had ever played it. He'd been playing it all week, so he was much better than I was. But we basically played the classic Celtics from the 1980s that had Larry Bird on the team. And we had a run in the playoffs. It was pretty funny. Pretty funny to see a team from the past playing modern-day teams. In fact, they ended up playing the modern-day Celtics, which was pretty nuts. And I thought it was pretty fun, so check out that gameplay. And then also we played through the entire Portal 2 DLC peer review, which is 9 new challenging stages for Portal 2 co-op, and it took us quite a while to beat it because we hadn't played Portal in so long, and we really, we weren't in that mindset. But once we got into it, we did eventually beat it all in one sitting. So check that out as well here on DSPGaming. Okay, and then today, well, I say today, but really it's tomorrow for this purposes of this video, because I'm not uploading this video till Monday. But today, I played a little bit of the multiplayer of Rage, which I was very disappointed with, and then I reviewed Rage in a Hateful Truth game review, so check that out. I know a lot of people have been asking me for it, and I wanted to give the multiplayer at least a try before I reviewed the game, and let me put it this way, it didn't help the game at all, okay? So check that out on DSPGaming. Now, let's talk about what's coming up this week, because I'm going to be honest, I'm a little frustrated. I do these weekend preview videos, and I do channel update videos, because I want to keep people in the know of what's going on with my channel, my scheduling, when I'm playing what games, etc. It's the reason I do these. Without this, you have no idea what I'm coming out with every day, okay? And this week, as I played all the games that I played, whether it was Rage, Spider-Man, the Battlefield 3 beta, the co-op gameplay I did with John Rambo, I got a ridiculous amount of comments on my videos. Phil, why aren't you playing Dark Souls yet? Phil, why are you avoiding Dark Souls? Phil, I want to see Dark Souls, Dark fucking Souls, and it's pissing me off because I said in last week's weekend preview video and in a channel update that I came up with in the middle of the week that I would be playing Dark Souls, but I wasn't going to be playing it until this week because I knew I had all those other games to get through, okay? I knew from all accounts that Dark Souls is a very long, very challenging game, and I didn't want to have 5 games sitting around pending, me never starting them while I played this game. I explained all of this a week ago, but apparently people aren't watching the weekend preview to know what games I'm playing and when. So please do me a favor, for those of you that do watch this, because I know me even talking about this isn't helping, because obviously if they don't watch, they're not going to watch this video, and so they're never going to know what's going on, and they're going to continue to leave annoying comments about games that they want to see me play, or asking me why I'm not playing it yet. When you see idiots spamming my videos with Dark Souls, respond to them and say, "Dear moron, Phil explained what games he's playing in his weekend preview video. That's why he makes it. Go watch it." Because it's so frustrating to see people all over, even the channel comments on my channel, Dark Souls, Dark Souls. Cool, I understand. People are excited to watch me play this game for 2 reasons. Number 1, because apparently it's a really good game. And number 2, because it's so fucking hard. They know I'm probably going to die 5,000 times. And some people like to see me rage about it, okay? I understand that. And I never said I wasn't playing it. I fully explained when I was playing it and why I was going to do that. And it makes full logical sense. It's not like I'm not avoiding the game or anything like that. But I had other things to finish before I got to Dark Souls. And it's ridiculous that people just fucking Dark Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls. I could have blocked all those people, but it was literally like hundreds of people doing it. I could have blocked them, and I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm really trying to get to more subscribers, but at the same time, for people like that who are going to act like assholes and not act like mature adults, then they don't deserve it. You know what I mean? I don't want them spamming my fucking comments. Imagine someone, I feel bad for people who are like newcomers to my channel. Really, think about it. Newcomer to my channel. Oh, here's a guy that does game playthroughs. Oh, cool, he's playing Portal 2. I wanted to see that DLC and see if it was any good. And this video's pretty good. Let's look at the comments. Dark Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls, play Dark Souls, fuck Dark Souls, your mom's Dark Souls, your dad's Dark Souls, fuck you, play Dark Souls. Like, what do you think they're going to think when they see that? Jesus Christ, I don't want to be here. It's a bunch of immature idiots acting like morons. I don't want to be here, and they're going to leave. So, you're actually hurting me when you spam stupid shit in my comments about stuff I've already talked about. So please, please, if you're going to leave a comment, think about it before you do. Act mature, or I'm going to have to block you. It's just that simple. And I'm sorry about that. I know there's people that are just really excited to see me play Dark Souls. I understand that, but I already had a plan, I had a schedule, and you need to chill out. And you need to watch the weekend preview video that I'm making right now so you know what I'm playing and when I'm playing it, okay? So that out of the way, I'm going to start playing Dark Souls. Holy shit. Monday, I'm playing Dark Souls. It's the only game I'm playing on Monday, okay? So I'll be playing all day Monday. Now, just to warn everyone, because I know it's going to happen, on Tuesday, I'm taking a break from it because John Rambo is coming over and we're going to do a full co-op playthrough of Dead Rising 2 off the record. We're really excited to play this game, and the reason is because Dead Rising 2 was actually the first game I had played after I had gotten laid off from my full-time job last year, and it was the first game that we really sat down and hardcore plugged through it and beat it in one day. And we want to do that again with Dead Rising 2 off the record. We had a lot of fun playing Dead Rising 2 last year, and we want to have just as much fun with this game. So we're going to do that. We're going to play that all day on Tuesday. So I'll warn you right now. I'm going to say it up front. I'm playing Dark Souls on Monday. It's going on hold on Tuesday for us to play Dead Rising 2 off the record. If I see fucking idiots spamming the comments saying Dark Souls, you're all going to get blocked. I'm not going to put up with, you know, I start the Dead Rising playthrough and 100 out of the 150 comments on the first video are Dark Souls, where's Dark Souls? Why did you stop playing Dark Souls? So I'm laying down the law right now, putting my foot down, don't do it, you will be blocked, okay? And I'm not unblocking anyone like some of these people do this stupid shit. I block them and then they actually go to another YouTube account and send me PMs, Phil, please, I didn't mean it, please unblock me. No, act mature up front. You know, you have to be responsible for your actions and accept the consequences. If you do something fucking stupid, you're going to get blocked. So please, on Tuesday, no comments about Dark Souls on the Dead Rising videos. Thank you. Okay, that being said, once we're done with Dead Rising 2, I will resume gameplay of Dark Souls. And really, the majority of this week, I'm really going to focus on Dark Souls. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will probably be primarily focusing on Dark Souls. Now, there is one other thing coming out this week. It's a Dragon Age 2 DLC with a brand new character and a couple of new side quests. And I do actually want to do it. I guess what we're going to see is how into Dark Souls I get. And it might be that I'm getting so fucked up by this game that I need a break at some point. You know what I mean? So maybe you'll see on Thursday, maybe I will take half the day to do the Dragon Age DLC and calm down a little bit and then be refreshed and go back to Dark Souls. But we'll see what happens. I might get so into it and so fucking, you know, so dedicated to the game that I want to beat it and beat the game and feel like I conquered it that I may just keep playing it all week. I don't know. Another thing that I do want to mention, a lot of people have been mentioning that this game has, what the hell's going on with this case? It's kind of being weird on me. That this game has the requirement to level up and grind. Now, I didn't know that. I didn't know the game has grinding and that kind of stuff. So, there may be the possibility that in between me playing, I may grind some off camera. Because really, a lot of people, who do you want to see sit there killing the same monsters over and over or whatever just to get experience or whatever and better abilities? You probably don't want to see that. And I understand that. So that's why when I played this Gaia 4 and I grinded, I didn't show it. And in this game, if I'd have to do that, I'm probably not going to show it. So there may be some off-camera footage there, okay? Also, big news on Saturday, John Rambo and I are going to the New York Comic Con. We've already talked about this several times, but it's time to officially mention what's going to happen here at this con, okay? Basically, we're tagging along with OJ, Other John, who is actually going to have a table set up in the Artist's Alley at this convention. I believe he said it's like right next to the door. It might be like the first one in Artist Alley. So maybe wherever Artist Alley is, just look like right around, and we're probably going to be there near the door, okay? Or Other John will be there all day. Other John, like, why am I calling him Other John? Just call him OJ. Other John, OJ will be selling, of all things, video game, comic book, like that kind of stuff, related candles. He's actually has these candles that he makes, and if you want to take a look at them, if you want to see some of his work, head to his website, geekfiregifts.com, okay? And you're going to see some pictures of his older work, some of the first candles he ever made. Now, he won't have those, but he's going to have newer, better stuff at this convention that he's going to be selling. I definitely recommend you check it out. Also, John Rambo and I, at certain times of the day, will be at that table, just kind of relaxing, maybe reviewing the footage we've taken. We don't know, we might even do like a live video from the table to show everyone the con and what's going on there. So it's a very large possibility that you might run into us if you come to the Comic-Con. Also, we will be covering the convention. Now, New York Comic-Con covers a lot of things, not just comic books, but a large part movies and video games. And last year when I went, I got lots of footage. I got footage of a bunch of games that hadn't come out yet, like Dead Space 2, Epic Mickey, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, for the first footage I'd ever seen, or I'd ever taken of Marvel 3, and the first time I ever had a chance to play the game. And a lot of other stuff as well. So we fully expect that there's going to be all the games that are coming out soon, like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter vs. Tekken, maybe some of the newer fighters coming out next year, but not just fighters. We're talking all the games that are coming out soon. I would hope to see maybe some Mass Effect 3. I would hope to see some gameplay from like the new Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3 will probably be there, because it is coming out in a month and they want to hype it up. Probably Battlefield 3. There's probably going to be all the games that are coming out in the next couple of months, plus some of the games from the first quarter of 2012 will probably be on display. So I'm going to be covering all of that while I'm there, and you can expect to see that footage when we get back from that trip, okay? But what this means is that all day Saturday there will be no new footage, because I will be at New York Comic Con, and therefore that's why you're not going to see anything new going up. So again, I'm sure people won't watch this video, and I'm still going to get it, but no, I'm not dead. No, I didn't decide to slack off and not make videos. I'm at New York Comic Con on Saturday, and when I get back, I'll be uploading all of the footage, okay? And we're going to be there all day. We're actually going to be there from open to close, because we're there with OJ, and he's at the table, and he has to be there from open to close. I think it's like 10 a.m. to like 7 p.m., I believe, was the time. So we're going to really be in-depth covering this stuff. Last year, I only stayed for 2 or 3 hours because my back was killing me, okay? As you know, I have a back injury, and Saturday is the busiest day for the New York Comic Con, and the place was fucking packed with people, and after a point, my back was killing me. There was nowhere to sit because there were so many people, and I had to leave. This year's different because we have a table, we have somewhere we can sit, and we can relax. So I think we're going to be a lot better off this year than we were last year. It's going to be all around a better experience for us, and I'm really looking forward to going. So that's coming. That's really cool. I'm excited. And then I'll probably be continuing Dark Souls until the next Tuesday when new games are coming out, okay? So for all of you who've been foaming at the mouth, frothing at the bit, chomping at the fucking, I don't know, people who wanted to see Dark Souls, it's coming. This is like almost fully Dark Souls week, except there's definitely going to be Dead Rising 2 off the record on Tuesday, and you may see a Dragon Age 2 DLC, but for the most part, the focus of this week will be Dark Souls. So everyone, please calm down, behave. I warned ya. So if people start doing this shit, don't be surprised if people start vanishing, you know what I mean? Because I'm not putting up with it. I have to keep control of my page. It's the way I make my living, and the fact that people are probably scaring people off, leaving annoying spam comments about certain games like Dark Souls, is pissing me off, and it's actually hurting me. So people might not realize it. You know, you may be thinking, oh, I'm just excited about the game, but you're actually hurting me in the long run, so please stop if you've been doing it, okay? Alright, so that's it for the weekend preview. It's going to be an exciting week with Dark Souls, with Dead Rising 2, and with New York Comic Con I'm really excited about, so I can't wait. Good things are coming, and that's it. So thanks a lot, and I will see you guys for Dark Souls gameplay, and I'll see you then. Cool.